I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
While fans wholeheartedly support, they also scrutinize every detail. Recently, anxiety arose among ARMY after realizing something seemingly small, but it turned out to have far-reaching consequences. HYBE did not repost Kim Taehyung's, BTS's V military enlistment photos from their official channels. This raised major questions. As if an unspoken mystery, HYBE's decision was considered unusual. When other BTS members, like Jin, J-Hope, and Jimin, enlisted, their photos were reposted on the label's official social media accounts, complete with captions and encouraging messages. However, when it was Taehyung's turn, silence reigned. Fans who love Taehyung couldn't stay silent. Within a short time, social media was flooded with questions, speculation, and expressions of disappointment. They asked, why wasn't Taehyung the only one receiving the same treatment? Was this simply negligence, or was there something deeper going on? In one fan community, someone even compiled a detailed chronology of how HYBE accounts typically handled their artists' military enlistment moments. The analysis revealed a consistent pattern, except when it came to Taehyung. This inconsistency immediately sparked suspicions of unfair treatment. Some ARMY began linking this incident to past events. They brought up times when Taehyung's solo promotions felt less intense than those of the other members. Issues about the lack of promotional visual content and delayed merchandise launches resurfaced. Now, the unuploaded military service photos have become new ammunition. Furthermore, fans expressed regret because the military service period isn't just a formality. For many, it's a crucial time, a time of sacrifice, and an emotional milestone in an idol's journey. Military photos aren't just documentation, but symbols of pride and shared support. On the other hand, some are trying to remain neutral and optimistic. They say HYBE is perhaps preparing special unreleased content. However, to date, there has been no official statement explaining why the photo of Kim Taehyung in military uniform wasn't reshared like the other BTS members. With each passing day, speculation intensifies. Several entertainment industry observers have noted that HYBE's transparency in managing its artists has often been criticized. Previous cases have shown that the label has been embroiled in issues of unequal promotions within its groups. What made the situation even more painful for fans was the fact that Taehyung himself was serving his mandatory military service with dedication. In portraits released by the Korean military, he looked dashing, calm, and smiled warmly. However, without reaffirming support from his own agency, the moment felt officially silent. Hashtags like #RespectTaehyung and #HYBEexplain began trending on Twitter. Fans called for justice, not just out of disappointment, but because they believed Taehyung deserved to be treated equally, fairly, and not excluded from simple forms of support like reposting photos. Some fans even created an online petition urging HYBE to provide clarification. Within 24 hours, it had garnered thousands of signatures. This wasn't just a form of protest, but also ARMY's way of showing that they wouldn't remain silent when their idols were treated unequally. This wasn't the first time BTS fans had stepped up to protect their members. From billboard campaigns, social actions, to product boycotts, the ARMY community is known for its loyalty and militancy in fighting for the rights of their idols. This incident adds to the long list of expressions of love they have shown for Taehyung. In several international community groups, discussions have even turned strategic. Should fans send an open letter directly to HYBE? Or should they create a viral thread to garner global media attention? All of this shows that this issue is not just local, but global. Many also say that this could tarnish HYBE's image as an agency that claims to prioritize both artists and fans. When the public begins to perceive an imbalance, trust can be eroded, and that's a major risk for a brand as large as HYBE. Meanwhile, Taehyung himself continues to carry out his military duties silently. There are no complaints, no hints, or innuendos. He displays extraordinary maturity, as always. This is what makes his fans even more touched and angry at the same time. Taehyung's calmness is seen as a stark contrast to the uproar surrounding him. But that's Taehyung, he prefers to speak through his work, not controversy. But fans feel that because he is silent, they should be the ones speaking up for him. Several entertainment journalists have begun criticizing HYBE in opinion pieces. They question, how difficult is it really to repost a single photo? Is it unimportant to them? Or, is it simply too important that they decided not to do it? There is also speculation that the photo may have been deemed aesthetically unsuitable by HYBE internally. If true, this assumption is highly damaging, as fans love Taehyung for who he is, with or without a filter, with or without perfect lighting. HYBE has remained silent to this day. No clarification, no explanation. This silence has become a burning ember, reinforcing the impression that there is indeed something the agency is unwilling to acknowledge. And in the digital world, silence is often more deafening than words. Many netizens expressed regret because this incident should have been a beautiful moment to show solidarity and support. But instead, the opposite happened. It turned into a polemic, and HYBE's reputation in the public eye was put at risk. Many are saying that this is a time for HYBE to reflect. Don't just focus on global expansion and lavish projects, but forget the fundamental essence of the relationship between artist and agency: trust, care, and respect. Meanwhile, support for Taehyung continues to pour in. Fans have created visual edits, paintings, and even short videos themed Taehyung Soldier and posted them on TikTok and Instagram. This is a form of love that doesn't need agency validation. Some wrote an open letter with the touching words, "If the world forgets to praise your courage, we will never stop celebrating it, Taehyung." This letter went viral and was translated into multiple languages, strengthening the spirit of fans globally. Now, the spotlight is no longer on a single photo, but on principle. For fans, this is a fight for justice, not just for Taehyung, but for all artists who may have felt forgotten by the system that is supposed to protect them. And as always, Taehyung remains a symbol of silent grace. He continues to carry out his military duties with complete integrity. But far beyond the barracks, millions of voices echo, ensuring that the world will never truly be silent when their love is ignored. Amidst the storm of criticism and questions from fans, voices also emerged urging everyone to remain calm and wait for an official explanation. However, because HYBE remained silent for so long, hopes for clarification slowly faded. And from there, disappointment began to turn into hurt. Some call this silent mistreatment, unfair treatment that isn't seen in harsh terms, but rather in small, subtle oversights. Things like not promoting content fairly, letting important moments pass unappreciated, or obscuring traces that should be celebrated. Taehyung isn't just a member of BTS. He's an icon of art, fashion, and self-expression. He brings his own unique color to every project he touches. So when his military service isn't given equal recognition, it hurts not just him, it hurts those whose lives have been touched by him. Even fans who aren't usually vocal began to voice their dissatisfaction. Those known for their quiet disposition and simply enjoying the content felt compelled to speak out. This shows that what's happening isn't just an issue of fanatic fans, but an unrest that touches the collective conscience of the ARMY community. One viral tweet read, "We're not angry because HYBE didn't post a photo. We're angry because Taehyung deserves better treatment." This line was retweeted tens of thousands of times, reflecting sympathy and the realization that fair treatment isn't a luxury, it's a right. Some major international fan sites even postponed the release of their content in protest. This was a significant step, as fan sites are typically the front line of visual promotion. This decision indicated that their trust in HYBE was being seriously tested. This situation also began to attract the attention of foreign media. Several global entertainment portals began highlighting the issue as a reflection on how the agency's management treats its artists. One Japanese media outlet wrote, "If even Taehyung can be forgotten, what will happen to other artists?" And most touchingly, many teenage fans wrote that they felt they learned about respect and self-love from Taehyung. So when he was disrespected by his own label, they felt hurt, as if it were a betrayal of the values their idol had taught them. Taehyung may not have asked for a defense. But ARMY knew when he was being treated badly. They feel that if they don't speak up, who will? Because great love doesn't just praise in glorious moments, but also defends in silent and forgotten moments. To this day, HYBE has yet to issue a single statement regarding this issue. Even BTS's official social media accounts only contain general posts about his military service, without mentioning Taehyung personally. This further emphasizes the void that has made fans increasingly anxious. That void has been filled with creativity and love. Fans have begun creating their own tribute projects, sending food to the military barracks where Taehyung served, raising funds for donations in his name, and even creating digital murals depicting his courage and sincerity.
Sold out shows for 1,000 faces, hey. Give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift, oh. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please